A great romantasy world needs to be more than just a backdrop for spice. It needs stakes, battling powers, and a vibe that makes you want to move in, even if it'll probably kill you. Today I'm ranking some of the most iconic romantasy worlds of BookTok. Let's see who actually built the best universe for our favorite tropes. Buckle up! We're stepping into the brutal world of Obitraes from the Crowns of Nyaxia series. This is where romantasy gets incredibly sharp and commercially clever. Instead of generic vampire tropes, we get a realm defined by competing houses, ancient gods, and the Kajari, a lethal tournament held by the goddess Nyaxia. The magic here is a mix of house-specific vampire abilities and divine trials, where the logic of the tournament dictates every move. It's high stakes, fast-paced, and built on the idea that the world itself is trying to kill you. The romantic dynamic between Oriah and Ryan is a perfect reflection of this environment. It's a high-risk alliance built on survival and deep-seated mistrust. In Obitraes, love doesn't start with a spark. It starts with the question of who is going to bleed or betray the other first. It's dark, visceral, and uses that deadly competition framework to push the characters to their absolute limits. I'm ranking Obitraes in B tier. While it's a brilliant, pure adrenaline pick and visually stunning with its House of Night aesthetic, it focuses more on the immediate thrill of the tournament than the deeper historical layers we see in the tiers above. Next, we dive into the military powerhouse of Navarre and its focal point, the Basgiath War College from the Empyrean series. This setting is built on a foundation of lethal selection. The entire kingdom revolves around the bond between dragon and rider, where magic manifests as unique signets born from that connection. Unlike more traditional fantasy empires, this world is defined by its immediate, high-stakes systems, the gauntlet of the academy, the shifting alliances between dragons, and the looming threat of the griffin-riding flyers. It's a world where the rules are simple but absolute: graduate or die. The connection between Violet and Xaden thrives in this high-pressure environment. Their attraction is constantly pushed to the limit by military rivalry, deep-seated state secrets, and the fact that their survival is literally linked to the dragons they serve. It's an environment designed for maximum tension, where every training session or flight can lead to a breakthrough or a funeral. I'm ranking Navarre and Basgiath in S tier. While it might lean more toward adrenaline and system-based logic than slow-burn geopolitics, its ability to create an instantly recognizable, high-energy atmosphere is undeniable. Daevabad. This is what happens when world-building isn't just a backdrop, but the entire engine of the conflict. We enter through 18th century Cairo with Navarre, a con artist who discovers her healing tricks are actually a forbidden djinn heritage. She's swept into a hidden city of brass walls and 6 tribal gates, where magic is elemental. Think fire, water, and ancient Merid curses. But the real genius here is the history. Daevabad is a pressure cooker of sectarian and dynastic tensions that have been simmering for centuries. The romantic stakes between Navarre, Ali, and Dara are inseparable from this politics. In Daevabad, your lineage determines who you can love and who you must fight. Every romantic choice is a political gamble that could start a war. It's rich, non-Eurocentric, and incredibly mature. I'm moving this into S tier. Enter Blunder from the Shepherd King duology. This is a world where magic isn't a gift, it's a terminal infection. the lore is built on a strictly transactional system. You have the fever, a magical sickness that grants powers but slowly rots your mind, and the Providence cards. These 12 cards are essentially magical artifacts with a monkey's paw logic. They give you a miracle, but they take a piece of your soul or body in return. Use the Maiden card for beauty, your heart turns to ice. Use the Iron Gate for peace, it steals years from your lifespan. The stakes are focused on the hunt for the full deck of 12 to break the mist-shrouded curse of the kingdom. The romance between Elspeth and Raven is perfectly claustrophobic, because Elspeth is hiding a fever infection that is literally personified by a monster in her head. I'm placing Blunder in B tier. It is one of the most conceptually tight and stylish worlds in Romantasy, like a Tim Burton movie with a high-stakes card game. But it's a localized, intimate setting compared to the sprawling empires, which is not what many look for in a Romantasy read. Now we are heading to the storm-swept shores of Ithicana from the Bridge Kingdom series. This world is a showcase in how topographies and geopolitics can be just as powerful as a magic system. The hook here is a narrow island kingdom that controls the only bridge connecting two massive, warring continents. In Ithicana, trade and access are the true currencies. While it's technically a low magic setting, the system is the bridge infrastructure itself, guarded by treacherous storm seas and lethal military strategy. It's a world built on war, sabotage, and the sheer logistical power of who controls the crossing. The romance follows a classic, arranged infiltration, where Lara is sent to marry Aaron with the sole purpose of bringing the Bridge Kingdom to its knees. Their dynamic is a high-tension loyalty crisis, where mutual respect is earned through shared battlefield strategy rather than spellwork. Ithicana proves that you don't need magical fireworks when your setting is this visually and politically distinct. Because the bridge is the magic, literally controlling the map and the marriage, I'm ranking Ithicana in A tier. It has one of the clearest and most immediate concepts in the genre, even if it trades high fantasy sorcery for gritty, grounded strategy. We reach Prythian from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Prythian is the unavoidable cornerstone of modern Romantasy. The world is structured around 7 distinct courts, each with its own political signature and elemental magic, from the Eternal Spring to the starlit Night Court. Its lore leans heavily into a mix of classic fairy folklore and original mythology centered on the cauldron, a primordial source of life and power. It's a setting built on clear territorial lines and hereditary power that manages to feel both like a fairy tale and a sprawling adventure. The romantic evolution across the series is what truly turned this world into a cultural phenomenon. The romance is what breathes life into the geography. In Prythian, the landscape changes alongside the characters' hearts, making the setting feel deeply personal to the reader. I'm placing Prythian in S tier. It may not be the most subtle world on this list, but it is the benchmark that almost every other modern Romantasy is in conversation with. It's the world that shifted the entire market, defined by an aesthetic that is instantly recognizable to millions. Now this might feel like an odd pick, Terre d'Ange. But Jacqueline Carey is the founding mother who built the blueprint for modern Romantasy. Imagine an alternate Renaissance Europe where the founding commandment is love as thou wilt. The lore is built on the bloodlines of fallen angels, and sensuality and politics form the sacred infrastructure of the world. The romantic stakes between the leads created the bodyguard trope as we know it. It's dense, it's theological, and it's unapologetically spicy. I'm placing this in B tier. It lacks the addictive pacing of newer series, but it's a cornerstone of Romantasy as we know it. I want to explore Tamar from the Mages of the Wheel series with you. This is for anyone who thinks Romantasy can't handle heavy-duty world-building. Tamar is a Levant-inspired bastion state where magic is governed by the Wheel, a sacred elemental system that is literally the foundation of the government. But the rise of industrial machines and shifting religious beliefs are threatening to break that system, turning magic into a high-stakes tool of statecraft. The romantic dynamics, particularly between Naim and Makram, are built on diplomatic tension and mutual respect rather than just instant attraction. It's a forbidden intellectual romance where the stakes aren't just will they, won't they, but how many will get hurt if they do? I personally appreciate this world for integrating history, religion, and a magical system that feels costly and real. I'm placing Tamar in A tier for its ability to create a setting that feels ancient yet fragile at the same time. While most Romantasy settings focus on grand palaces, The World of the White Rat by T. Kingfisher feels incredibly lived in and gritty. In this world, gods are real, but they can actually die. When the Saint of Steel, the god of war, suddenly perished, his paladins were left god-broken, essentially becoming magical berserkers with no off-switch. The lore isn't about world-saving prophecies, but about the practical, weird reality of a low-magic world. We're talking about lawyers for the dead, temples dedicated to civil justice, and the very real problem of how a broken paladin manages to date a civilian perfumer while dealing with divine trauma. It's the 1300s, but with a dark, bureaucratic twist. The romantic stakes are deeply human. These aren't 500-year-old fey princes. They are damaged, older adults finding cozy love amidst murder mysteries and demonic cults. It's relatable, funny, and grounded. I'm putting this in C tier, not because the writing isn't top tier, but because it intentionally lacks the courtly scale and high fantasy escapism that usually defines the S-tier blueprints. It's for the reader who wants their romantasy to feel a bit more real. We move on to Elfhame from the Folk of the Air series. This world stands out because it isn't about expansive maps or epic battles. It's about the lethal precision of court protocol. In Elfhame, power is built on glamours, unbreakable oaths, and the constant threat of social ruin. It's a place where the rules of the folk dictate every move, where everyone is hauntingly beautiful, but a single misplaced word can be more dangerous than a blade. The focus here is on the Gisa and the hierarchy of the High King, creating an atmosphere that feels both elegant and incredibly venomous. The tension between Jude and Carden is so effective because it's a direct product of this environment. Their relationship is a constant power struggle where intimacy and vulnerability are treated as weaknesses to be exploited. It's a world where you don't just fall in love, you negotiate your survival through it. Because of its sharp political profile and the way it uses fairy folklore to create genuine social danger, I'm placing Elfhame in A tier. It proves that a setting doesn't need to be massive to be deeply intimidating. But now I want to hear from you. Which of these worlds would you actually want to live in? And which one would you avoid at all costs? Did I place your favorite in the wrong tier? And which worlds would you like to see next time? Drop your own rankings in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lore, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mechanics of your favorite books. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.